As the crisis in Ukraine intensifies, the U.S. and its NATO allies are seeking to project unity in the face of Russian aggression.
I've spoken with every one of our NATO allies in person, virtually, and we're all on the same page.
President Biden with a stark warning that Russia will face severe consequences if its more than 100,000 troops on the border with Ukraine invade.
There are going to be serious economic consequences if he moves.
And while diplomatic conversations are set to continue between France, Germany, Russia, and Ukraine in Paris Wednesday, the U.S. and NATO countries already sent weapons to Ukraine and are prepared to offer military support to NATO members in Eastern Europe.
It's the second day of the trial of 3 former Minneapolis police officers charged with violating the civil rights of George Floyd. There was a key ruling from the judge.
Banning Floyd's girlfriend, Courtney Ross, from taking the stand. She was previously listed as a witness, but the judge took issue with Ross giving a press conference Monday. Also in court, jurors were shown the viral video of Floyd's arrest, including the more than 9 minutes he spent on the ground with Officer Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck.
Whistle while you work.
Our parent company Disney is responding to actor Peter Dinklage's criticism over plans to make a live-action version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, starring Rachel Ziegler and Gal Gadot. The Game of Thrones star told Marc Maron on the WTF podcast he was, quote, a little taken aback when they were very proud to cast a Latina actress as Snow White, saying the company was being progressive in one way, but backward in its depiction of dwarves and caves. A Disney spokesperson now telling The Hollywood Reporter, to avoid reinforcing stereotypes from the original animated film, we are taking a different approach with these 7 characters and have been consulting with members of the dwarfism community. We look forward to sharing more as the film heads into production after a lengthy development period.
You have no room to yell at us.
I want to speak to the person who made this drink.
The man seen here at a Connecticut juice shop yelling about a problem with a smoothie order is apologizing.
Is that you?
No, it wasn't.
We don't know who made it, so.
You don't know who made it?
There's 4 of us here, so we honestly don't.
You ignorant high school kids.
In cell phone video that's quickly making its way around the world, 49-year-old James Ianazzo is seen throwing his shake at the teenage employees.
I'm calling the police.
Immigrant loser.
What? Yo, you're going to jail. You're going to jail, you racist.
And he did go to jail. This is the booking photo he took with tears in his eyes. He's charged with trespass, breach of peace, and intimidation based on bigotry or bias. He has not yet entered a plea. But in his written apology, he explains that he was upset because the smoothie was made with peanut butter, and his 17-year-old son is allergic to peanuts. Police in Fairfield, Connecticut confirmed that about 30 minutes after he bought the smoothie, paramedics were called, and he did have to rush his son to the hospital.
Disgraced celebrity attorney Michael Avenatti will now represent himself in court. This over allegations he cheated an ex-client out of money. Avenatti accused of stealing $300,000 from porn star Stormy Daniels in connection with her book deal. The judge in Manhattan granted Avenatti's request after he claimed a breakdown with his lawyers over strategy. He will now cross-examine Daniels himself when she testifies, likely later this week.
No more number 2 pencils for students taking the SAT.
Digital SATs begin in 2024. They'll measure the same knowledge and skills, but the College Board said they'll be shorter. Calculators will be allowed, and results will be known in days instead of weeks. In dry runs, the College Board said most students found the digital SATs less stressful, and educators reported having a positive experience. Students will be able to use their own device, something school-issued, or a computer College Board provides. And should the power go out or the internet connection get lost, the digital test is designed to make sure students don't lose their work.